Having begun my journey as a complete novice, I rode my motorcycle across North America before hopping over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way across Asia and down to Australia. New Zealand's southernmost drivable point will mark the end of my journey. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 4, a lap of Ireland and the United Kingdom.
Alright, and we are off again. It was raining a little this morning, but it seems like it's cleared up now. Very happy to be back on the bike. I gotta go see, especially one thing today. There's a few things I'm gonna check out, but oh, there's dogs. There's a few things I'm gonna check out today, but one of them is one that I'm pretty excited about, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe I'll be fanboying a little bit, so but yeah, maybe I'll just head down the hill here and I'll show you where what the plan is. All right, let's I'll show you what the plan is on the map. Find a map here. No wind today, that's good. Alright, so here's the southern UK. We are in Wales right now, near Swansea, and we're going to head this way, kind of towards Oxford area, back into England, and then we'll finish the day somewhere in Swindon. And I've got a few things along the way that we're going to check out, but it's the last one around here that I'm excited about. It's a bit of a famous place for, I guess, not traditional reasons, I guess, but yeah, anyways, let's get going. All right, let's continue. So the other day, while I was at this cottage here, I decided I should fix the rear brake because it's been dragging. The problem is the caliper gets like a little bit seized. Anyways, I recorded a little bit of that, so I'll just cut to that and show you what I did.
Alright, just a small little job to do, I think. My rear brake caliper has been kind of sticky and dragging. So essentially the job is one of cleaning. So what you do is you push the piston out and then you clean it, make sure you get all that grit off because it kind of gets baked on because brakes get hot. And once you've cleaned it all off, you can kind of just reassemble it all and put it back together and then bleed the brake again and it should be good to go.
But yeah, anyhow, the brake is working a lot better now, not dragging, and feels smoother too actually, so yeah. Great success. The bike is running well. Alright, we're arriving at our first destination today, and it's something, well, I don't think you're going to be able to see it from the ground. I keep looking for it and I don't ever see. Oh, that's it there. Hello.
Alright, so I think it's that mound of earth over there, but it's not really obvious as to what it is from down here. So yeah, I'll get the drone up and I think we'll get a better view that way. Alright, let's see what we can see here. It's starting to make itself apparent. So I don't know if you can see it, but now I think you probably can see what it is. This is Sultan the pit pony. So in the UK there's been a history of coal mining, and back in the day they would use ponies basically as workers in the mines, and basically they'd be used to transport coal and all this stuff. Now these ponies, they actually spent most of their lives underground. They would have stables underground and they would basically work 8 hours a day and then go to the stable kind of thing. And yeah, this is I guess an homage to these pit ponies that basically did all this work back in the day. At their peak, apparently there was over 70,000 pit ponies in the UK, and they were often better treated than their human counterparts because the regulation was just better. Humans had less regulation than the ponies did. Yeah, so actually this is quite a beautiful little, I don't know, piece of art, I suppose. I've actually never seen anything like this. This is like really beautifully done, I have to say. Alright, that was actually cooler than I thought it would be. You don't really know what a lot of these things are going to be like until you get here to the place, and but it actually turned out quite a beautiful piece of art, actually. But yeah, let's head off to our next destination, and just a little ways away, I think. Alright, so our next destination is, well, okay, so when you cross a body of water, there's a few ways to do it that are obvious, I guess, that are typical. So one way is a bridge, and another way is a boat. And that's about it. But this next one I'm going to is just kind of weird. And when I saw this, because I do a bit of research beforehand, and when I found this place, I was like, what is that? It's a really odd way to cross a river. But yeah, we're gonna go there, we're gonna check it out. Oh, I think I just see the target here, actually. I wasn't expecting it so soon, but it's so big. It's these it's not the power lines, but these two towers here. Yeah, like I mentioned, it's designed to cross the river here. And well, I guess I can filter, can't I? Yeah, it's designed to cross the river, and like there's no deck, there's no bridge, is there? But it's also not a boat, so I'll explain it in a second. Oh, it's nice to filter. I've next to no, I've done it once before on this trip. Okay, so that's, how do you get on this thing? Or there's a roundabout, I can just flip around here. Yeah, see those white buildings? I think it might be working on it. Oh yeah, it's closed, isn't it? Okay, well, I'll get the drone out and I'll kind of explain it. Alright, let's see if we can get a good shot here. Try not to crash the drone into anything here. So this is basically what is called a transporter bridge, and there are only 20 of these built ever worldwide, and apparently there's only 8 still in operation. It's a bit like a gondola, except there's a solid structure over the top of it, as you can see here. And then basically you have this gondola that dangles down below, and the top acts as kind of like a rail or a guide. So maybe I'll just zoom in, fly down to the gondola part here, which is on the other side. Yeah, I think you can see the gondola here. So basically this thing is attached by cables. I'll just try to pan up here. And then basically the cables are attached to this, and then it'll kind of follow along the top there. This was built in 1906, and you might wonder why they chose this design over a bridge or a ferry. Well, they couldn't put a ferry here because apparently the water is too shallow for a ferry, and then the bridge was going to be too expensive because the on and off ramps for the bridge were just going to be way too long. So they decided this was the best option. I really wish it was working. It would be amazing to be able to take this, but unfortunately it is not. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating, and this is one of 8, once it's back and running, because I think they're working on it here, that are left operating in the world. But I'd never even known these even existed before I started doing some research about what to check out today, so it's quite amazing, isn't it?
Well, it's a shame it's closed, but I did look online, and it should be open later this year actually, so I'm just a little bit early. It looks like it's been under construction for a number of years now, or under repair, I guess. Yeah, I would have loved to have ridden that thing, but oh well. Alright, so to our next destination, the place that is kind of become somewhat famous in a non-traditional way, I guess. Like most famous places in the UK are kind of famous because they're old, you know? But this place is quite new. So, but first let's get there and then I'll tell you all about it. And right next to the old bridge is this much more modern one. Oh, I keep forgetting I can split lanes. I guess I can just go like this. So we're getting pretty close. So we're going to the Diddley Squat Farm Shop, which is from the TV show Clarkson's Farm. So it's basically a show about a guy that is farming, and he's a bit of, you know, he doesn't really know how to farm, but he's figuring it out. If you know Top Gear or Grand Tour, Clarkson is Jeremy Clarkson from those massive shows. I'm sure most of you know those shows. And yeah, so basically this farm shop has been featured on the show. Anyways, the show is really good. Yeah, I thought, well, I'm in the UK, I should at least go and see this farm shop. Oh, that building, that may be it over there. Oh, there'll be some cars in the car park there. I wonder how busy it's gonna be. Wow, it's I wonder if they built more. It looks like bigger than the TV show. Do not park here.
Well, I suppose, unsurprisingly, there's some fast cars in the car park here. Hi.
Okay.
These.
Got all the kit on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll get the cow juice ice cream.
Is that anything for you?
That'll be it. Yeah.
That's £5 altogether, please.
All right, well, the frozen cow juice actually was really good. Surprisingly good. I got a couple other things to take with me. I'll taste test them at the cottage. That's where I'm heading now, the cottage. Please respect our neighbors and leave quietly. Yeah, they've had some issues with the council, so. Oh, I just noticed my fuel light's on. I actually want to try something. Maybe I'll find a parking somewhere. Basically, I've had a very small oil leak from my drain bolts, I believe. And now that my fuel is down, I'll explain it when I stop. Well, maybe here is good. Okay, so like I said, I have an oil leak coming from the drain plug here, and I want to replace the kind of washer. So basically, the washer kind of is supposed to seal. It's like a crush washer, so it's supposed to kind of conform to the shape of the bolts in the engine. And the idea is that it's just going to seal the oil and prevent it from dripping out. Well, I've put a copper washer in, and it's still dripping a little bit, and it's been bothering me. So I bought a new set of washers that I'm going to replace it with. Now, the problem is I don't want to drain the oil to do this. So the plan is to tip the bike over, and then all the oil is going to go to the side of the engine, and then I'll be able to undo the bolts and then replace the washer. This is not something you can do with your car, but it's kind of cool that you can do this with your motorcycle. So yeah, let's give it a try, I suppose. I'll also show you what I bought. Tools are always at the bottom, of course. Okay, so the goal here is to just gently tip the bike over. I guess I'll get to the other side. But the idea is to get it on as much of it lean as possible. Maybe tip a little more. Okay. So now the oil will be draining to the opposite side of the engine.
So I bought these kind of crush washers that have like a rubber gasket on the inside, and hopefully this will improve my situation here. So this is what I put in, basically these copper ones, and it's just not doing the job. So there shouldn't be too much oil coming out. Maybe this wasn't the best spot to do this. All right, let's find the right size. Okay, that one should hopefully do it. Okay, now I'm just gonna stand the bike up again. This is of course the hard part. Okay, now let's hope that fixed the issue. I think I brushed up against something in here, and now my hand is stinging. Some kind of nettle in there.
Okay, hopefully that solves my little problem. I forgot to mention why I was waiting for the fuel to get low. Basically I have these breather hoses here, and if the bike is on its side and the tanks are even half full, the fuel will start to leak through the breather hoses, and basically I just don't want to leak fuel everywhere. So I just wait till the tank's pretty much empty and then do the thing I want it to do. I guess I gotta find some gas actually. Let's get some petrol. Remove motorcycle helmets. All right, just a little while to my accommodation, my cottage, my cute little cottage. Oh, these cute buildings, just really charming. Somewhere around here, let's see.
Well, I've arrived in my little cottage. It's, well, it's fine. It's good. Just had a shower. The bathroom is very tiny. That's okay. And then the kitchen is like a kind of a prefab thing, which is good too. And then here's where I'm gonna work and sleep. And yeah, it's always interesting to come to a new place, and they're all completely different from each other. They're not the same at all, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of excited to try this thing I got at Dilly Squat. Let's have a look here. So Bee Juice Bites, chocolate covered honeycomb, and lots of juices. That's quite crunchy, actually. That's quite nice. It's chocolate, but there's a much stronger flavor of honey in there, for sure. And it says there's honeycomb in there, but it seems like way too crunchy. It feels like it should be a crisp or something. Maybe look at the ingredients here. Honeycomb, 22%. So maybe it is actually rice flour as well. Maybe the rice flour makes it crunchy. And the other thing I got is this blackberry jam, because I often have PB&J, peanut butter and jam sandwiches. So I thought I'd have this. I think this jam was actually a bit of a plot point within the show at some point. Jeremy's trying to pick blackberries and create jam out of them, and then of course he's messes it all up as is typical Jeremy. But I'll save this for later because I'd like to have it on some bread, which I don't have right now. Anyways, yeah, I had a nice day today, chill day. Just going to check some stuff out in the countryside here. This part of the UK is not very mountainous, and well, as you know, I like the mountains, but yeah, try to go see some stuff that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to see. So I think maybe it's time to have a look at the map. Just a quick map update. All right, so this morning we started at Swansea, and then I basically took the highway. Where do I go? To Newport. And then Newport, there's like this inlet here. So then, yeah, I went to check out this bridge. It was something like this. Oh, wait. That's not... The first thing I did this first. Okay, that's what I did. So we went to see the horse. The giant horse. That was actually pretty cool. And then the bridge was there. And then what did I do? Must have been something like this. And yeah, so something like that. And now I'm in Swindon, something like that. But anyhow, solid day on the bike. I think it's not going to be too many videos left in the UK here. And I think it's going to be, the end of Act 4, I think, soon. Kind of exciting, actually. I'm excited to head over to Europe. But first, I think down south, there's definitely something I want to go see. And then I want to do at least a day in London because, well, I've never actually been, and it's probably one of the most famous cities in the world. Yeah, so much history and culture there. So, yeah, definitely going to do that before I hop over to the mainland Europe, I guess. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'd love if you subscribed. And there'll be a link on the screen to either the next video or another video that YouTube thinks you'll probably like. So, anyhow, I'll see you in the next video, I hope. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Down the road. What I'd normally do at a time like this is phone Caleb and ask him to bring a fuse up here. Caleb isn't here.